Hey lovers, welcome back to In Bed with Kate. Today we are diving into a topic that so many women secretly think about when we have someone's head in between our legs, but don't always talk about out loud. How to feel more comfortable receiving oral sex. Opening up your legs for oral sex is like opening up your heart. For a lot of us, it's not just about the physical act, but also about confidence, body image, trust, and being able to fully relax and enjoy the moment. In this video, I'll share some tips to help you let go and open up, literally and metaphorically. Open up to the kind of pleasure you absolutely deserve. Guys, according to YouTube policy, 18 plus content can be promoted or monetized. I'm doing this for free just to raise the level of sexual education. So please like and subscribe, it's not that hard and I would appreciate it a lot. And let's get started. So many women struggle with being vulnerable, opening up and just receiving. Opening up your legs for oral sex involves a greater kind of openness, and as women, we are used to being the givers, the caretakers, and the ones who say, I'm good, you go ahead. So when it's time to just lay back and receive the pleasure, even though we deserve it, it can feel uncomfortable, as we are culturally conditioned to prioritize male pleasure. Many women feel insecure about how long it takes them to climax. They worry that they are taking too long instead of being in the moment. When in reality, most vaginas don't operate on the same timeline as penises, and that's okay. There is no magic button you can press to get a vulva turned on and ready to climax. The best bet would be to add a vibrator like Luxus or another mini vibrator into the mix if you don't want to take too long. But again, it's okay to take as long as needed, right? If you both are dedicated to getting you to that point. And another thing that really prevents us from enjoying this experience is comparison. Comparison can also get us stuck in our heads. We are constantly stuck on the idea what we should look like or smell like, and that smell insecurity, let's be real, what we think is gross, many men actually find insanely hot. I'm talking not about a pussy that smells like fish, but about pheromones that our bodies naturally produce. One guy once told me that he would wear a gas mask with the scent of a pussy just to breathe it in. So why did you think some people shop online for used panties? For the same reason. Remember, that's why they are eaten out, and that's why it is a favorite dish for many. The smell you are overthinking is a huge turn on for many people who pick up on your pheromones. One person's growth is another person's treasure. If there are no medical concerns, simply practice good hygiene and grab some intimate wipes to make you feel more comfortable. But to be honest with you, when it comes to men, sometimes I would even ask like, okay, let me take a shower first, right? Because like I'm all sweaty, and of course it's not the most pleasant smell for myself down there, and they would tell me no, don't do it. So again, this is our perception, but if you are too concerned about your smell down there, please understand that the way it smells for you smells completely different for them, and they are happy with this smell. But if none of those arguments work, just add some flavored water-based lubricant. One of my favorite tips to add some flavored lube to make your vulva taste like a dessert. You can do the same when you are given a blowjob. There is a wide range of products for oral sex and all kinds of flavors, from creme brulee to champagne to caramel salted cappuccino. And this will definitely help you to overcome that shame caused by potential smell down there. Plus, it adds extra wetness and sloppiness, which is also a really good thing to add into your oral sex routine. And another very important thing is you gotta love your vulva. You gotta love your pussy. Self love plays a huge role in this process. Maybe start by using a mirror or filming your vulva close up to get to know yourself better, to get to know your anatomy. Practice positive affirmations and positive self talk. Tell your little cave how beautiful she is. You might even get turned on by the aesthetics of your own body. You can improve sexual confidence and body image by speaking positive affirmations to your vulva and telling it how much you love it. Remember this episode of Sex and the City where Charlotte turned out never even looked at her pussy, and she was already like over 35 years old, right? And that was the time when she, for the first time, she took the mirror and started exploring what it is in between her legs. I would highly suggest to every woman out there who has some insecurities or some shame around receiving oral sex, spend more time getting to know your pussy, because women's vagina can say as much about her character as her face. Larry Flynn said that, and I totally agree with that. I would say, like, my body, my pussy is my favorite organ, but it wasn't always like this, right? So I was like taking pictures of it, I was looking at that, I was doing all kinds of things by myself with a partner, I was wearing nice panties, nice lingerie. So all of those things that make your pussy feel even prettier make you love yourself more. And this is something that really is interconnected with your ability to experience pleasure, let go, and relax during sex. If you don't like something about the way it looks, the way it smells, you can always change that. But you have to be at least familiar, and because our life starts from vagina. That's why loving yourself starts from loving your vulva, 100%. Speak some positive affirmations or even journal and write down your affirmations. My pussy is magnetic and it's radiating beauty, fun, and creative energy. Like, I don't know, something like this. And for those of you who don't have enough fantasy to do this kind of things, Big Pussy Energy deck of cards can provide you with daily rituals to help you fire up your pussy power and make you feel empowered and sexy as hell. So you don't play those cards, you just pull the card and there is either an affirmation or a specific thing that you should do, or meditation or breathing technique to help you to tune into your feminine energy. Because again, like, sexual energy is a creative energy, right? So if this is blocked, the creative energy is also blocked. So I'd say it's really important to understand how it works, but you don't have to do everything at once. Start somewhere, even like one card per day, one positive affirmation, one act of self-pleasure and self-love can make a huge difference in the way you pursue yourself and the way others see you. Deep belly breathing can also be very helpful. If you feel your brain racing or thinking about anything else while your partner is performing oral sex, slow your breath and practice deep belly breathing. This can help shift your nervous system from anxiety to arousal mode. Deep breath helps to get into a present moment and slow down. This is what we need to be able to relax and receive. And here is another little secret. Your breath is your orgasm's best friend. Making noise and breathing deeply from your belly not only feels hot, it helps your body switch from stressed to turned on mode. If your brain starts wandering mid-oral, focus on slowing your breath, and your thoughts will slow down as well. It will bring you back into your body and closer to that big release. Speak up about what you like. This is not a job interview, and there are no wrong answers. If you want them to move left, say it. You can even guide their head and tongue with your hand. If something feels good, give some positive feedback, like moaning or pulling on your partner's hair. Direct communication leads to better sex, always. Someone can't just guess what sensations you would enjoy. Each body and every woman is different. What works for one person might not necessarily work for another. Teach them how to make you feel good, and don't expect them to figure it out on their own, because unfortunately nobody teaches those things at sex education classes at schools, right? There are not too many men who are really pro in giving a good head, but again, if you provide feedback and if you don't just lay there like a dead fish, sex will get better every time you have it with this person. Try the position number 69. If receiving makes you feel uncomfortable, try 69ing. Giving and receiving oral at the same time is one of the hottest shared experiences that keeps everyone busy and stimulated. Plus, being on top gives you more control over pressure and pace. Experiment with who is on the top and who is in the bottom. Doing so will allow each of you to explore each other's genitals from a new angle and discover new hot spots. More tips on 69ing is in my other video, I'll leave a link in the description. And another thing is use a positioning pillow. Sometimes you can't relax because the way your body is positioned just doesn't allow you to relax fully. Elevating your hips with a sex pillow can improve comfort and help to provide easier access for your partner while reducing neck strain. It can also help boost your confidence by putting your body in a flattering, supported position. If you don't have a sex pillow just yet, try elevating your hips with a regular pillow, and if it does make a difference for you, trust me, a sex pillow will be even more pleasurable addition to your bedroom adventures. Ask for what you want and make it sound hot. There is a big difference between, giving the orders and seducing someone with what you crave. Instead of saying, do this like you are calling the shots, lean in and whisper how badly you want their tongue right there. Be honest, direct, and sexy about it. The best oral happens when your partner is genuinely excited to go down on you. And your role here is to get them excited about giving this as much as you are excited about receiving. It should feel like a shared fantasy, not a complaint or a demand. Don't play dead. If something feels amazing, let them know. Moan, tug their hair, whisper dirty talk, whatever feels natural, but make it hot. Nobody is a mind reader, and everybody is different. What worked for their ex might has nothing to do with you. So your feedback is very important if you want to have a satisfying experience. And how about our pussy hairstyle? So, you don't need a painful wax routine to feel sexy. Grooming is very personal, and it should be about what makes you feel comfortable, not about meeting some fake standard. Trim, shave, or just hop in a shower before, whatever makes you feel clean and confident. And again, here is the thing. I'm not against pubic hair, but for oral sex activities and going downtown, hair can be on the way. And plus, if you have too much hair, this is what can contribute to odor from your vagina. I would say if You will entertain the idea of receiving more oral sex and teach your partner how to do it right. Maybe shave so they can clearly see where is your clitoris, then they can clearly understand what they are working with. Because even when you are giving head, and if the guy has a lot of pubic hair, and sometimes you cannot even breathe because it's all like in your face, so I'd say just to make it more comfortable for them and convenient and aesthetically pleasing, maybe get rid of all this pubic hair. But if this is not something that you feel comfortable with all the time, then yes, you can trim it. And then if you like it better this way, then maybe sugaring or wax. Comment below what's your favorite hairstyle down there. And of course, give to receive. If you want more oral, sometimes the best way to ask is to start by giving. Dive in first and show your partner how much you love it. Chances are they will get inspired to return the favor. From there, switch roles or try 69ing to make it mutual. Sex should be a two-way street. And if you don't ask for it, and they just keep receiving it, yeah, some people who are not ego-driven and who are not selfish will want to return it. But some people, unless you actually tell them, or unless you even like shame them a little bit about the fact that out of all your men, that's the one who doesn't do it, then all of a sudden they start doing it, But before you bring it up, it can take years for them to make this move themselves first. So why keep waiting? And some of them are hesitant to do it, not because it smells down there or they just simply hate to do it. Sometimes they just don't know how to do it, and sometimes they would rather not to do it, just not to be embarrassed. So that's why communication is a key. And if your partner isn't a fan of oral, that's a bigger conversation. But a fun way to ease them in is by watching a sexy movie together that focuses on oral sex. Seeing it as a turn on in a shared experience can shift things fast. And again, for a guy, we always wanna create a fantasy around it. So asking for what you want doesn't have to be awkward. It can be playful, hot, and a huge turn on for both of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope after these tips, your pussy will get enough attention that it deserves. Keep loving yourself, loving your vulva, and keep enjoying sex to the fullest. And I'll see you next time in Bed with Kate.